The Ripple SEC conflict has been going on for a while now. Recently, some very interesting points were made by SEC Chairman Gary Gensler. Watch till the end to find out how to double the money. Hey people, welcome back. In today's video, we will be talking about what Gary thinks about cryptos in general and if SEC actually has the power to do what they intend to do. But before we start, make sure to enable all your notifications to our channel to keep up with all the hottest secrets in the world of XRP. The chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission clearly has not shown a lot of love for cryptocurrencies. During an interview at the virtual Aspen Security Forum, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler said, "This asset class is ripe with fraud, scams, and abuses in certain applications." Gensler also said that he believes that cryptocurrencies are securities, which would put them under the regulations of the SEC. The regulatory uncertainty revolving around digital currencies has been the subject of lawsuits and investigations in the recent past, and whose jurisdiction the assets fall under has yet to be definitively answered. According to SEC Chairman Gensler, crypto investors basically do not have enough information available to judge and understand the risks of investing in digital assets. He stated, "If you want to invest in a digital, scarce, speculative store of value, that's fine. Right now, though, we just don't have enough investor protection. And frankly, at this time, it's more like the Wild West. If we don't address the issues, a lot of people will get hurt," he said. With $1.6 trillion in total value for the asset class, the crypto sector is still comparatively small compared to the US capital markets. According to Gensler, this doesn't mean it shouldn't be regulated by the government. And there is one specific area of the cryptocurrencies that the SEC chairman has a particular bone to pick with, which is stablecoins. The value of these digital tokens are pegged to other assets, like the US dollar, to add a stability factor. In the previous month, 3/4 of all crypto trading happened between stablecoins and other digital assets rather than fiat currencies, Gensler said. According to him, this could be an indication that investors are using the stablecoins to sidestep the traditional banking system and avoid anti-money laundering and tax collection efforts or sanctions by the government. The chairman also talked about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency regulation at the Aspen Security Forum, where he laid out his plans to regulate the crypto space. He began by referring to the Bitcoin white paper and its creator, the pseudonymous Satoshi Nakamoto. His innovation initiated the development of crypto assets and the underlying blockchain technology, Gensler said about Satoshi, also adding to it that the crypto asset class has ballooned and is now worth about $1.83 trillion. It could be worth noting that when he was at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology prior to being confirmed as the head of the SEC, he researched, wrote, and taught on the subject of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain technology. Gensler said, "In that work, I came to believe that, though there was a lot of hype masquerading as reality in the crypto field, Nakamoto's innovation is real. Further, it has been and could continue to be a catalyst for change in the fields of finance and money." Gensler said that, at its core, Nakamoto was trying to create a private form of money with no central intermediary, such as a central bank or commercial banks. However, he believes that currently no single crypto asset, though, broadly fulfills all the functions of money. The chairman explained that crypto assets are highly speculative stores of value, indicating that they haven't been used much as a unit of account. He further said, "We also haven't seen crypto used much as a medium of exchange. To the extent that it is used as such, it's often to skirt our laws with respect to anti-money laundering, sanctions, and tax collection. It also can enable extortion via ransomware, as we recently saw with Colonial Pipeline." Gensler pointed out that he is technology neutral, but stated that when it came to cryptocurrency regulation, "I'm anything but public policy neutral." He then resumed by saying, "As new technologies come along, we need to be sure we're achieving our core public policy goals. In finance, that's about protecting investors and consumers, guarding against illicit activity, and ensuring financial stability." Also, the former MIT professor said that there is clarity in crypto rules, asserting that many tokens are offered and sold as securities. Regarding whether something is a security, he said, there's actually a lot of clarity on that front. Certain rules related to crypto assets are well settled. The test to determine whether a crypto asset is a security is clear. However, many people disagree with the SEC chairman that the rules are clear, including Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, who is currently being sued by the SEC over the sale of XRP tokens. The Ripple CEO said as a response to this that, in his judgment, if you're dealing with an alcoholic that doesn't want to admit they have an alcohol problem, to say that we have certainty, we have clarity, is like the alcoholic saying, "I don't have a problem." And that is the elephant in the room. But does the SEC actually have the authority over cryptos? Cryptocurrencies and blockchain-related financial services firms are regulated by a number of federal and state agencies, including the SEC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the U.S. Treasury Department and Federal Reserve, and others. And the industry has been complaining for a while now that this complicated structure makes it difficult to understand the rules of the road. Former SEC Commissioner Pierce said that she hopes Congress would step in to draw some lines and urge us to come together as regulators and figure out what falls where, so that entrepreneurs and people in general have a clear understanding of regulatory policy regarding cryptocurrency. She showed optimism that Gary Gensler, who was on track to be confirmed as the chairman of the SEC, will be able to use his experience as CFTC Commissioner to enable a constructive working relationship between the two capital markets regulators. Pierce also addressed the issue of central bank digital currency, considering China's recent unveiling of a digital yuan, and as the Federal Reserve is currently studying the possibility of establishing a new, blockchain-enabled digital dollar. She also noted that private stablecoins, or cryptocurrencies that aim to peg their value to some asset, like the US dollar, could serve the same role as a government-backed digital currency, since they have already proven their popularity. Meanwhile, she argued that the decentralized nature of some cryptocurrencies are where the real power of the technology lies. Some of the weakness in our financial system comes from its concentration. You can make a more robust system by working more on decentralized elements, like the cryptocurrencies Bitcoin or Ethereum. For those people who are worried that the US government will soon crack down on the use of cryptocurrencies in the name of investor protection or in order to maintain better control of the money supply, Pierce gave out some reassuring and optimistic words. "I think we were past that point where governments could effectively ban crypto because you'd have to shut down the internet," she said. "A government could say it's not allowed here, but people would still be able to do it, and it would be very hard to stop people from doing it. It would be a foolish thing for a government to attempt," Pierce said. Under the pretext of technology neutrality, Gensler seeks to force the crypto industry to kneel to the SEC. As he mentioned, I think former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton said it well when he testified in 2018. To the extent that digital assets like initial coin offerings or ICOs are securities, and I believe every ICO I have seen is a security, we have jurisdiction and our federal securities laws apply. In every way, the Commission's crypto policy has been a total mess. Former Chairman Clayton seemed perpetually amazed by such new technologies, finally appointing a crypto czar, career bureaucrat Valerie Zepanik, in 2018. A year later, she and Corporation Finance Director William Hinman came up with a broadly planned 13-page crypto framework. The document was so impenetrable, SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce compared it to a highly abstract Jackson Pollock painting back then. The other major Clayton-era guidance came from a 2018 speech where Hinman called Ether, the currency for the second biggest crypto blockchain, Ethereum, as not a security. The crypto world was proud. But in the closely watched Ripple litigation, the Commission has now been doing the entire opposite. Other than these two situations, SEC guidance has majorly come not from official rulemaking, but from punitive subpoenas and court appearances. But even if the Commission was less scattershot, it's not clear how forcing the new industry into a Depression-era disclosure regime would protect those retail investors Gensler has in mind. A review of recent press releases indicates multiple enforcement cases against alleged fraudsters that were already beholden to Commission regulations. Also, studies have frequently shown the federal disclosure regime does more to employ myriad compliance professionals than stop scams. It also indicates that the least regulated way issuers can raise capital, Regulation D 506B, Reg D, which mandates no disclosures, is also highly successful. In 2019, it raised $1.5 trillion and outpaced the public markets, an impossibility if investors feared widespread fraud. It is too bad that the securities law simply blocks most investors from Reg D opportunities. Only 13% of potential investors qualify for them because financial and sophistication thresholds limit eligibility, and they tend to cluster in America's elite zip codes, which means the best deals go to people who need them the least. Retail investors are mostly left with post-IPO offers. As Georgia School of Law professor Usha Rodriguez mentioned, securities law, in theory as in practice, marginalizes the average investor without acknowledging that it does so, let alone justifying it. Under Gensler's crypto leadership, this financial marginalization will keep on blocking opportunities for wealth creation where they are greatest. This is entirely a sad situation that could be avoided with proper steps. Instead of what is going on now, Gensler should change course and approach crypto with a measure of humility and cooperation. This would include getting rid of the 2019 framework, acknowledging the Commission's role in creating the uncertainty surrounding crypto's security status, asking Congress to update the definition of security to clearly define what digital assets fall under the Commission's ambit and which do not, dropping all prosecutions against non-fraudulent crypto issuers, and impose a moratorium against further prosecutions until Congress updates its definitions, and directing all crypto prosecutions against alleged fraudsters. Such steps would make the SEC look more entrepreneur-friendly and clearer to understand. A properly defined structure is what is of greater importance as of now. With that being said, we want to let you know that this video is purely for entertainment purposes and does not offer any sort of financial advice. It is always best to do your own wide-spectrum research before investing. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. See you again with another video. Until then, bye!